Hi guys, it's me, the Witch of Boise, here to do another episode of Toasty Tarot Nights, Toasty Tarot Nights. It's a show that I do on an almost weekly basis where we have our drinks, and that can be cocktails, mocktails, coffee, tea, whatever you're having. We hang out, we read some tarot, and just have a good time. So make sure you do like this video, hit subscribe, also comment below, tell me if any of this resonates with you. I'd love to read your comments. These are general reads, so if they resonate with you, I'm really excited by it. If it doesn't resonate with you, well, I'm very sorry. I have a ton of other videos on my channel that you can definitely check out to see if any of those resonates with you. That includes other episodes of Toasty Tarot Nights if you like this, as well as pick a cards. Ooh, so cool. So, also, if love becomes a part of a reading today, my default is reading to a female about a male, so pronouns are interchangeable. He's can be she's can be he's, he, she, them, or they, whatever is going on in your life. We're going to get started here with our A.E. Waite or Wyatt, depending on how I'm feeling to pronounce it, deck. I really want to just get into it, you know? Oh, interesting. So I already have two cards that are out, and after I'm done shuffling, or this deck is done talking to me, I am going to take a little swig of our cocktail. I'm having a cocktail, and you can have a swig of whatever you're drinking. And again, this doesn't have to be alcohol. It can totally be anything else. Ooh, okay. Let's see. Okay, I think that's good. It's 6. All right, let's cheers to this reading. Clink. Ooh. All right. I'm using the Witch's Tarot deck, and I am going to cut this deck. I'm not going to do flyers for clarifications. There's a total of 6 cards. There's 2 that are showing. Those 2 are 5 of Pentacles in reverse, as well as the 4 of Cups in reverse. Oh gosh. All right. I think that's good for shuffling. So I am going to cut this into 6. All right, so our first card is the 5 of Swords in reverse. That's being clarified by the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Then we have that 5 of Pentacles in reverse. That is being clarified by the Queen of Cups in reverse. Then we have that 4 of Cups in reverse. That is being clarified by the 2 of Wands. Then we have the Emperor in reverse. Okay, that's being clarified by the 9 of Cups. Then we have the 9 of Wands in reverse. That is being clarified by the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, and then we have the Magician in reverse. That's being clarified by the 2 of Pentacles. Okay, so it feels like it's a lot of weird energy that's going on. Let's address the 2 major arcanas that are happening here, because I think that's going to be really the root of what is happening. So we have the Emperor. This is in reverse, being clarified by the 9 of Cups. So there is a masculine energy, and this can be a spouse, this can be you, and your masculine energy, but it feels like the shadow side of it is really kind of needing to be heard. So I feel like there's something that the shadow side of this masculine wants to happen, and I feel like it's going to come true for whatever it is. So like with the shadow side, because the shadow side is usually kind of like your negative aspect of yourself. So how I'm kind of interpreting this Emperor shadow energy is maybe being drunk with power. Maybe someone has pissed them off and they can't do anything to change this outcome. But it feels like that something's going to happen that's going to go into that favor and kind of really glorify that shadow energy and really feed to that ego as well. So that's saying, like, just say someone really torqued them off and then all of a sudden their car breaks down. And it's like, well, you shouldn't have been a jerk. And that's kind of like with that energy that's going on. It's not like the shadow side's going to do anything, but something's going to happen to whoever is really the shadow side is irritated with. And it's going to be like a wish come true where it's like, good, I'm glad it happened. And it's going to kind of have that like a little bit of ick negativity to it. Now we have the Magician in reverse being clarified by the Two of Pentacles. This is very interesting because, as you can see, this is in the affinity sign as well as above the Magician's head. So there's a lot of things that are being juggled right now. And I feel like you're focusing on like not the positive. So I'm kind of getting like a shadow side of maybe yourself or someone else. And that's really blocking you from really manifesting of what you're wanting, what you want to see out of your life. And it's just a really kind of negative point of view. And that's kind of like what I'm feeling throughout this, where it's just like getting into just ick. Now, I feel like this is definitely on the masculine energy. So this is a lower vibration that's going on. And if you've watched all of my videos, lately, that is what the imbalance is right now, which the masculine is on a lower vibration than the feminine. The divine feminine is on a really high vibration, really a beautiful energy. And the masculine is just kind of like twiddling its thumbs and just being really negative because they're unable to let go of power, to let go of control. Because we are in a situation where we're completely out of control. And so it's like that I have to be in control masculine energy that's coming on and needs to do quite the opposite. And then that's when they're going to higher their vibration. Now, I'm feeling like this is definitely something that has happened with the Emperor, because there was a fight or communication where they did not feel like they succeeded. They felt like they didn't get their point across, and it wasn't an equal give and take. And that is not necessarily this person's fault. It's just that they couldn't get their point across, and with ever this fight or argument, they lost this kind of battle. It's something that's really trivial, and I would say just like stupid drama. It doesn't make any sense, but like the Emperor, this shadow energy of this Emperor is really focused on that and did not like the fact that they lost in that kind of sense. Now, it doesn't feel like this is anything that has to do with financials, but it feels like there's issues that are going on with financials, but there really isn't. So it's kind of like a made up narrative that's going on. It feels like that there is stability that's going on. You're able to really give and to really survive right now, but your emotions about everything, and I think that's where this like roller coaster of like I have to be in control is coming, because it's still a big unknown of what's happening. And so it's just been a really big emotional roller coaster. Now, there's a really cool energy that's happening right now, and this is a shift. This is going to be leading up to a higher vibration where it's letting go of the funk, letting go of what has happened. And I think just after this whole thing of this fight, this whatever that happened, and they're really kind of focused on that, they need to really let go of the bigger picture and let go of the stuff, and they are. They are in the process of letting go, and that's kind of why there's a fixation to this fight, because they're really like letting go of a lot of stuff. There's a lot of energy that is being let go that has happened in the past, and this is going to take some time though. This is like decluttering their emotions and decluttering what has happened in the past. So really exciting energy for what's going to be happening in the future for this emperor. And the shadow side is kind of really taking over that. And, you know, the thing is we have to really accept both sides of us. We have to accept the light parts of ourselves, which everyone loves. And we have to accept the shadow side, which everyone may not love. And some people hide them really, really well. But everyone has a shadow side. So it's time to really accept that. And that's really this kind of like cleansing the past, really going through stuff, getting things out, express things and then leave it. And I kind of resonate with this right now because I'm doing a little bit of the same, which is decluttering. And it's kind of the same thing where it's going through stuff and reliving memories and then being like, okay, and then throw it away. So it's that kind of stuff that's happening. This is, again, going to be taking some time, but this is a really big step in a great direction. And it's letting the walls down. It's being able to become vulnerable with the situations that have happened in the past and really just going at it and really glorifying what happened in the past that has made you who you are. And that's also like glorifying your successes. It doesn't mean that you have to relive every ups and every downs, but making sure that you're focused on both. You know, don't just polish all of your trophies and call it like, well, my past was perfect and I don't know what you guys are talking about. It's really that you want to just see it as a whole. Really look at things that might make you cringe a little bit or might really make you upset and see, what would I do different now? How would I handle this different? I can't change it because it's the past. But let's just do a hypothetical situation. What would I do different? And if you do something that is different, the outcome would change. And so now you're learning a different process that if you go into something that is similar, then you have a game plan that's already set in your psyche that you can change. So wow, what a really cool reading. And this is for that masculine energy that's still really low vibration, but they're still working on it. They're working on it. And they're not twiddling their thumbs. They're actually working on it. So make sure you like this video, hit subscribe, tell me if any of that resonates with you. Let's cheers. Clink. Okay, we're gonna do one more reading. That was really cool. And it's so funny because like that crap always, it does resonate with me. Okay, we'll take that one. That just flipped. Oh, there's two of them. Okay, that's a repeat card. It feels like they're all flipping reversed. We're in the upside down. Except one, there's one that's upright. And it's a major arcana. Okay, so we'll take that one too. Ugh, I'm so sorry. I know I shouldn't be touching my face, but I am. I washed my hands. Okay. Now I'm gonna just shuffle this stack and then I'm gonna cut it. And that one that just flew out was a repeat card. Okay. So we have 6 cards and I'll read them off to you. Okay, so our first card is the World in reverse. So that's one of our major arcanas. Oh, wow. It's being clarified by the sun. Great. This is great omen. Okay, then we have the Knight of Wands in reverse, and that is being clarified by the World in reverse. Wow. Okay, so the World in reverse is definitely, that is a message that tarot is trying to tell us right now. That is the second time in 2 different decks, and it's in reverse. Okay, so then we have the Queen of Cups. That's being clarified by the 6 of Swords in reverse. Yep. And then we have the 8 of Swords in reverse, and that's being clarified by the High Priestess in reverse. Wow. So now, at least with clarifiers, we have 3 major arcanas. Total right now is 5. And then we have the Hanged Man, and that is being clarified by the Emperor in reverse. Wow. Wow. Oh my gosh, there's that Emperor. There he is. Then we have the Page of Wands in reverse. This is a card that has been haunting me for a little bit, and that is being clarified by Death. So the beginning and the ending of this reading is it's not over yet. Nothing is over. We're not out of the woods. Nothing is ended. The good thing, though, is that there's positive energy that it is coming our way. We still just need to hang on in this chapter. We still have lessons that need to be learned. I'm feeling like with the Knight of Wands in reverse, this can be travel plans that you might think are canceled. You might think that there's an issue that's going on with some sort of travel, some sort of maybe a vacation. It's not over yet. Don't put your luggage away quite yet. It's not over yet. So there's other stuff that's in the works right now. Again, this is a really positive omen with that sun. But yeah, there's something that has to do with travel and it's not over yet. But this can be also maybe someone that has, if you're single, that has been coming towards you in a romantic sense. This is just also saying that it's not over yet with that either. Maybe you haven't heard from them for a while. Maybe it just kind of stopped. It's not over yet. Okay. So, this is kind of the same thing that was kind of in the last reading, where there is emotions that are everywhere with that Queen of Cups in reverse, and it's not being able to move forward. This is our blockage. We're allowed to have emotions that are kind of like a roller coaster right now, and at any time really, because your feelings are valid. No one can tell you that you can't feel a certain way, because that's not how it works. The issue is holding on to these emotions. If you're feeling angry, feel angry, but let those emotions go. Be able to let the feelings come in, feel them, and let them leave. Don't have them linger. That is what is going to stop you from moving forward. This is the 6 of Swords, and that's about moving forward into calmer waters. So It's really kind of like rough emotionally right now. And it's fine. It's fine to be that way. It's fine to not feel stable in what we're living right now. But again, be in that letting it go. Don't hold on to it. And the more you do that, the more you're going to feel that you're not trapped. You're going to see that you have control of your emotions in the sense of letting go. And I feel like that there's a lot of emotional stuff that's going on, emotional baggage that's happened in the past that might have kept you trapped. And it's time to really address those face on. Now with that High Priestess in reverse, this is trusting your intuition. What does your intuition say? Because I feel like there's some sort of situation that has happened in your emotional state, in maybe something that keeps being brought up from the past, and maybe you're beating yourself up over it, or maybe you're making a whole different narrative that's happening. And it's time to really trust your intuition and really focus on that and hone in on your intuition, because this is getting blocked. There's some sort of blockage that's happening, and I feel like it has to do with this emotions and not being able to move forward. So really listen to your gut on this. Now, we have the Hanged Man being clarified by the Emperor. This is masculine energy. So this is watching from a different perspective, seeing things from a different point of view. And it's a pause energy. So this is not a fast moving energy. This is a stop. So it's watching all these crazy emotions, not having the control to do what you need to do, but it's being able to really stop and process, look at things in a different perspective and be like, okay, well, that makes sense of why they're getting so emotional, or that makes sense why I'm getting so emotional on it. And it's looking more at a logical explanation. And I feel like that maybe it's right now, it's kind of like the heart and mind situation, and it's time to really focus on your mind rather than your heart and your emotions, because your emotions are going to be all over the place. So just start thinking in a more logical explanation. And like when you start to get in that feeling of emotionally out of control, just do a pause, just stop and look at it a different point of view. Because maybe you're getting upset or emotional over something that you are not really getting, like that isn't upsetting you. So like, for instance, if you break like a cup or a plate or something like that, you break it and then you're just like, oh my gosh, this day can't get any worse. And you just freak out. Well, it's time to pause and be like, okay, I can clean this up. It's not a big deal. It is just like it's just a plate. And you can just throw that away and be like, why am I getting so upset over this? Is that plate sentimental? Is that cup given to me by someone else? Why is this affecting me in this way? And that's when you can kind of start to process it and be like, okay, this is why. Now, it feels like that there is a pause in like passion projects and hobbies. I've been feeling this as well, where it feels like I can't do this. I'm stressed out all the time. This is not going to be the ending of things. If you need to take a break from things, need to take a break from something that you've been wanting to do or that you've been really excited for, it's okay to take a break. You don't have to keep doing it. You don't have to keep doing something that is continuous. Just really be focused on your mental health right now and really focused on your energies and how you feel. All right, guys, that is it. Make sure you do like this video, hit subscribe, also comment below. Tell me if any of this resonates with you. I love to read your comments. All right, let's cheers, shall we? Cheers, clink. Oh man, that is good. Well, This is week number, I don't know even what day it is. I'm actually was surprised it was Friday. It's been it's been just doing my thing. I had a really fun time yesterday. I went out with one of my really good friends. We went to the Green Belt, which if you don't know, if you're not Boise local, it's like a bike and walking path that is by the Boise River. It's beautiful. I love walking on it. It's so nice. Well, because we have to practice social distancing, we grabbed some food in our separate cars. We met there. We backed our vehicles up to the Green Belt, like in this parking lot, opened up the hatches and just hung out. And it was so much fun. It was such a beautiful day. And it was so fun to actually like talk to someone like face to face. And it was just, I just had a really good time. I really needed it. And it really just kind of boosted my spirits and stuff. So that was really, really fun. Like I mentioned in the readings before, I am working on decluttering a lot of my stuff. I am a notorious Taurus, and we are known for being materialistic. But I keep everything, and it's I've gotten a lot better. I did like a really big purge probably like 4 years ago and got rid of a lot of stuff. So I'm down to about 6 boxes of just crap that I have to go through and shred it, throw it away, donate it. I'm doing the same thing with my clothes. I'm throwing anything that has holes away, and things that are wearable again, I am donating it. I just have like them in boxes. So when this whole thing happens and it blows over and ends, I can actually go donate those. So I'm really excited for that. The one goal that I wanted to do was to utilize every square space of my home. And I realized there for a while I was not doing that. And I've known this for quite some time. But I got some of my furniture moved around. It looks so good. So I'm really excited for that. I'm getting that pretty much done this weekend. And I am focused now once that is over and I have completely decluttered my house. I'm going to be so excited when that happens, because I've never lived in some place that wasn't cluttered in that kind of aspect. I'm really organized in other ways, but it's like a junk drawer. I'm all about it and I keep everything, and it's so freaking annoying. And I don't even know why I do. It's so dumb. So I'm getting that done, and then I'm also working on my yard. So I want it to look so nice and cute, and I'm ready for my home to really represent who I am. And it does for the most part. But I'm ready to get into an energy space that can reflect it. And I feel like whenever you are at your home or wherever you live in your space, that it needs to really represent you. And it's really kind of telling how you are in your brain and how you are emotionally. If you have a bunch of garbage, that's what's going on in your brain. And that's kind of what has been happening to me, where I've been, ever since this has happened, I've been on a really high vibration energy of just like, everything's okay. I'm not in a fear-based mode or hoarding things of like, I'm hoarding my memories and emotional baggage is what I pretty much hoard. But like toilet paper and like essentials, I don't. I'm a good planner. I just buy for what I usually do. And yeah, so like the actual like things that are happening around, I'm fine. I'm fine. But it's added stress, and there's just also a lot of stress, and I'm not being able to deal with the stress of different facets of my life. So that's kind of what I'm trying to get across and get figured out. But anyways, other than that, that's all I'm doing. I'm just hanging out at home. I hope you guys are having a good time at home. I hope that you guys are doing well and that you stay positive. And just really know that I'm thinking about you. I'm sending you guys blessings, and I love you guys. All right, I have run out of time. Let's do one last cheers to positivity. Clink. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching and hanging out with me and supporting me. And I will see you soon. Bye.